My name is Gretchen Scheibel, and I recently defended my dissertation, so I'm in my 4th year here at KU in the special education program. So I research interventions for children with autism, and I focus on looking at what makes these interventions effective as well as feasible for teachers, especially teachers who are in classrooms with limited resources or low resources. I'm really interested in figuring out what makes interventions effective and how we can help teachers to select interventions that are feasible in the classrooms that they work in. KU has a focus on research that I find really compelling, and they're really interested in looking at outcomes for students with disabilities. I was able to really individualize my plan. So I got to choose my own classes, I got to choose classes that were outside of my department, and I had a really great research experience at Juniper Gardens Children's Project where I was able to collaborate with a lot of researchers, and I was able to do really interesting and exciting research while I was here. Student outcomes, or just the effects that students receive from interventions, can be really susceptible to just the resources that are available in the environment. So what teachers have available to them, what professional development, what material resources they have, but mostly just the amount of time they have to do things. So I think that's really important. So I had a teacher in high school, his name was Mr. Schultz. He really taught us to look at history through different lenses, so look at different factors that shape the events that were happening. And I really, really appreciate that outlook at looking at problems like from a more complex perspective and looking at how different factors can shape or change the way things happen. And I've really carried that into my research. I don't just look at whether or not an intervention is effective. I want to look at what makes it effective and what teachers need in order to make it effective. So thanks, Mr. Schultz, I guess.